Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to you too. I'm Donnie, and this week I'm going to be working in my Erin Condren. This is a Plan With Me video. I'm using a digital kit from Print Petticoat Bandit. I'm also using purple foil, and as you can see I have all kinds of fun stuff sitting here, so let's dive in. First of all, I've got a purple clip from the Creative Bee and some palm clips that I've made that I've pulled just to have on hand. Those are just so pretty. On the right side, I have a pile of stickers that I've made. These are foiled stickers that I've made, some using digital kits and some I've made just myself. I'm trying to show a little bit of that kit down there, but let's look real quick at the at all the Simply Gilded washies that I've pulled. Every purple and a few pinks, the whites, and anything I thought would go with the kit, because if you've watched my videos before, you know I like to have lots of choices. So I gave myself lots of choices this week. These are gorgeous, gorgeous tapes. Lavenders, purples, just gorgeous. And then this one, this is one I haven't yet opened, but I do this week. I finally open it this week, and I believe it's from one of the marble collection. Here's the kit. It's a pretty kit. I love the colors in it. Lots of different full boxes. She always adds so many extras that you will never run out of stickers, believe me. You'll always have something to choose from. It foiled beautifully, just very easy. These icons are gorgeous, and because I chose to print two of the same style page with different foil on top, that's why I have two of those icon pages. And as you can see, it just, when you make a full page, you get, you know, two of the bottoms. So I had the confettis and the bows. And these are the rest of the pages of the kit. You even get glitter headers there. And trying to make sure I've got it all. So that's the kit. I did not print all of the pages of the kit. There's still more. Some extras that I have on hand that I've foiled in purple. And my foils, I got this purple from Binding 101. And Binding 101 has excellent foils, but they also have very nice customer service, and have just this past week, they actually emailed me and asked me to be featured in their blog. So if you are curious about Binding 101, head over there and check out the blog post they did featuring my channel. I was so excited about that, and thank you again to Binding 101 for doing that. Here I've picked the bottom washi from the kit and trying to decide if I was really going to keep all that on there or add maybe some of that foiled bow washi that was in the kit. And I decided I really wanted that pink at the bottom with the purple confetti splatter foiling on it, because I just thought it was gorgeous. Because I'm working the last part of the month of February into March, and I can't recall exactly what the dates are. Let me look on my list. The 25th of February through March 3rd. I wanted to be careful of where I was starting. I've always had this dread of putting the wrong dates in my calendar and then missing appointments or something. So after I whited everything out, of course I put the bottom washi on, and these are the dates. Days of the week, whatever, never know what to call those. And now finally, for the first time, I'm opening up this Simply Gilded, I want to say that's the marble. I think that's what it's called, and it's taken me a second to just get it started, but I'm going to use it to make the flags for the corners of upper corners of the page. And I did put a whole ton of white out over those, so I was not about to lift that washi off and all that white out to get that perfectly straight. So that's why. I love foiled washi tape. A lot of us, I think, are just in love with this stuff. So now I'm picking out the full boxes that I want to use. My daughter-in-law, her nickname is Llama. She's a llama mama. So anyway, I wanted the llama on there. And I'm choosing for the sidebar that I think it's a ring planner. It is. I'm looking at it. It's a ring planner, and I usually put the solid headers that I've foiled above and below it. And because I wanted to add, February, March, both of them, I had to white out the 2019. It's not like I'm going to need to see that it's 2019. I think I finally started writing 2019 on stuff. I don't know. How long does it take y'all before y'all kind of get into the swing for the year? Because usually it takes me a full month or so, and it's been or so this time. I'm choosing some of the washi strips that she has in the kit and some of my little half headers that I made, basically just half the height of a full header. I've got them in all the colors and I've used them forever and ever, but I just really enjoy having that option to use a half header in the size, just as a little bit of a division. And as I go down the sidebar, I'm going to finish off with that little bit of marble. I hope I'm saying it right. I hope that's the right name for it. But that beautiful purple washi from Simply Gilded. And then another strip of the washi that came in the kit. Washi strip there. And if you hear singing in the background, that's my husband. He's upstairs singing to Smule, S-M-U-L-E. If y'all like to sing, you might check that out. It's an app maybe it's not an app. I don't know what they call them. But you can sing with people from literally all over the world. And he enjoys doing that. And so sometimes I have to record just whenever I have the chance. And if he starts singing, I just got to keep going. So now I've decided the headers I'm going to use, and I ripped that sticker. I had to put it right back down. That's a little bow checklist. I decided to peel all of my headers for one whole day, and I'm choosing all of my half boxes and quarter boxes as well as the full box, so that I'll have the whole day stuck on my finger, and then I can decide which stickers in what order I'm going to use them. I've got these beautiful half boxes and quarter boxes that just have a line through them, and that has been foiled, and I really love pulling those out. Part of the planning process is pulling out the stickers I have that I might want to use in the kit and choosing which ones ultimately are going to go on the spread. And because I enjoy making stickers myself, having these options has been so much fun. I just have really enjoyed it. And if y'all have a silhouette machine, you might want to consider making some of your own stickers, because personally I just get a lot of joy out of it. So I love being able to use what I've made. Let's put it that way. As you can see, for Monday, I had this one little spot right there left that didn't have anything in it. And instead of throwing another of the half headers right there or something, I chose to use the little bow divider that came with the kit. And it's not foiled. I would have preferred it be foiled, but that's okay. So I'm going to stock up on all my little stickers that I'm going to use for Tuesday. And I'm trying to choose which full box I'm going to go with. As you can see on the full boxes, instead of putting them straight across in one of the rows, I decided to scatter them around. And so that's why I chose to do all the stickers for one day on my finger, so that I would not forget to use, a checklist or a half box or something. So I'm looking back on Monday to make sure I've got all of my stickers that I used on Monday so that I could have them all out for, Tuesday. And then I'm doing the placement. I may pick up a sticker and switch it around. Decided, in fact, to go back to the kit and pull a quarter box. It was slightly large for the space I wanted it, so I rearranged a little bit, snipped a little bit off the bottom of that as a little glitter label, and put that down there. And I like the way that looked. So there's only 4 of those little bow dividers. So instead of using a divider, I decided to use a foiled bow that was also in the kit. Okay, picking up all the pieces I need for Wednesday. And I'm using 4 of the bows that came with the checklist and just snipping off the top 2. And it's more because, not because I want to put 4 items in, I just need that much space to make my, day by day, I just kind of write in some of the things that I do. And I like about that much space. I find that that's good for me. Trying to decide which of the header are full boxes to use. And I decided to put it up at the top. And trying to be careful not to make everything so linear. I hope that's the right word. Straight across the page, watching where I put things so that I don't have like a half box next to a half box or a header next to another header on the day before. And trying to figure that out sometimes is hard. It gets easier sometimes, as I go along. There's another bow divider right there. And you'll see, like on Thursday, I think I had to pick up quite a bit of Thursday or Friday. I can't remember which day it was when I got to it, because it just didn't work. So feel free to pull up a sticker if you need to. Undo is a product that is out. It's pretty pungent. It's pretty smelly. I try not to use it, honestly, which is why I have chosen all of the stickers that I make myself. Like for this digital kit is on removable sticker paper from Online Labels. I'll list all that below. I like to be able to peel up a sticker, which I'm pretty sure that one I'm placing down there, I think that's the one that I end up picking up. See how easy that is to pick up? Sometimes they're a little more difficult depending on how long they've been on the page. But for the most part, I can almost always pick up one of the removable sticker paper labels without ripping a page or ripping the sticker. Now I'm trying to decide which colors, oh, and I realized right there I had put them on upside down because the background of that design was back behind that white part on the label. It was kind of hard to see. And both of those right there I had placed upside down and not even noticed. So I finally, noticed, fixed it, and I decided not to even do that. And so I chose a different one. And now they're all right side up. Anyway, as I go along, I really find that it's easier for me to do a whole day like this by picking up all the stickers I need for that day, all the headers, all the stickers I'm going to use, and put them up there on my finger because I don't forget that way. And anyway, it was just easier for me to do it this week. Finally, I got everything straight. There it goes. And do y'all remember last week I had cut a little piece of a sticker off and it fell into my spiral? Well, I just noticed it, so I took care of that and got that out of there, which is what the weird thing was. And I decided I did not like the way, this is the day that I decided I just did not get that right by putting that full box down at the bottom, so I moved it. And again, that sticker paper, Online Labels, yeah, removable sticker paper. It's also the type of paper that I can run through my inkjet as well as my laser printer because of the foiling. I needed something that would do both, and that I buy it by the box. Like I get 300 or 400. Wait, that's not right. I get, how many comes? I don't even know how much comes in one of those big clamshell boxes, but I get like 3 of those at a time in a big box. So I have learned that it's my favorite paper and I will always go back to it. I have not tried the other inkjet papers that they have, so I don't know anything about them. Glossy for the laser printer I have used. And looky there, I'm going to pull that tape again, and I'm going to really change things up in my weekend banner. This week I've decided to be different, and it is quite different. I decided that the tapes that I wanted to use are going to be the thinnest ones I have, besides that marble one, because I wanted it to be the showpiece. I really love that piece of tape. I love that tape. I've not used it on purpose because it's just too pretty, and I'm getting better at it, but I am a hoarder. There, I said it. I have hoarded too many rolls of washi tape, and I've decided that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to actually open and use everything I have, not all at once, but just as I use it, I'll open it. As I decide to use it, I'll open it. Okay, so I'm doing this kind of, you know, as kids we drew pictures of the sun in the corner of our page and rays coming down. You know what I mean. Kids are still doing that today. But I just decided to kind of do it that way, with the rays of washi tape going across those 2 boxes on Saturday and Sunday. I knew I could always pull it up. It's just washi tape. And that if I really disliked it, I could even, you know, delete this whole portion of the video. But as you can see, I think it's going to turn out okay. Doesn't look like much right now, but I've gone ahead and used all of my narrow washies that I had. Still trying to think of what to do at the bottom here. And I decided too late to white out all the rest of these little lines, and yeah, that's a pain. So if you're going to try it, go ahead and white everything out first. And I still come back and white out more. And then I picked up some of these little tapes that I've had. I got these off of Amazon, and if you go to my Amazon, what do they call it? Amazon affiliate, maybe. I can't remember what they call it. It's listed below. I think that's I want to call it the right thing, a glitter washi or a foil. I'm not sure what to call that. It's very narrow, and there's quite a few in the listing. I can't remember how many there were, but I go back to those frequently. Sometimes they stick all right on top of regular washi, and sometimes they don't. This is a foil washi. I'm trying to find the end of it here. It too is from Amazon. I will link it, but always I have said I don't love it, only because it has color on it, like that purple will start to wear off, and some of the other colors that came with it are worse. But because this is only needful for 1 week, I really don't have a problem with it lasting long enough to be really pretty in my spread. And only, like I said, only a few of them have really seen some wear and tear previous to my picking it up and using it. And it's probably the packaging, the way it came at the time, or it could be just the style method I had previously used to store it. I've had these for quite a while now, and it took a lot of digging to find where I bought them, but it is Amazon, and I think they still have them. So it too is in the Amazon affiliate link below. Eventually, yeah, that one there I did have to actually glue a portion of it down. So I'm taking those little foiled washies, and they were narrow to begin with, and I'm cutting them in half and then in half again. Now, this is a very fiddly method to try to cut a piece of washi tape lengthwise. As you can see, that was tough to do. So I've ended up using on the ends, like the bottom left and upper right hand corners. It doesn't look real pretty yet because I haven't trimmed it, but I've used some more of the Simply Gilded washi in that purple marble to make up those two corners. And as the trimming progresses, you'll see how it is turning out, and I am literally just scraping off those little pieces that were cut to make the upper line and the left side of those boxes even. And I'm trying to decide which headers I'm going to put on top of those. I tried to get this little corner down here straight, make a flag, something. I'm struggling with it, in other words, and I still don't like the way it looks, so I'm going to have to fix that somehow. So I decided instead of headers from the kit, I'm going to use the foiled headers that I had made, those purple ones. Try to clean it up a little bit more here and there. I don't think it worked. Anyway, I'm fixing it in a few minutes. So that left side is rough looking because there's so many ends of the washi tape right there. So I pulled one of these little, I don't even know what to call them, dividers that were foiled on clear paper. And I decided to just put one of those right down there on the left side. And it did kind of finish it up. It looked nice. The weekend banner from the kit, I decided to place sideways, as you can see, like from the bottom left hand corner to the upper right. Did not like the thing I chose to put in that lower right hand corner, so I've pulled some more stickers out that I made and foiled. I'm going to peel that one up. I did put one on the bottom left to kind of fix that little mess I made. And I decided to use some of these little flourishes. They are foiled. They're kind of hard to tell. And again, I didn't like the flower, so I chose another little deco piece there. And that's going to be that corner of the banner. And now, let's go to Friday. Let's start picking all my pieces that I need for Friday. Choose which box I want to use out of the full boxes. Trim my checklist. And I folded that little tip on that corner. I hate it when I do that. Those are the hardest things to lay straight the first time. And I'm pretty particular about it. I like a checklist that is like that to go over the dots of the Erin Condren on the left hand side. Usually I place a sticker over the dots on the left hand side, just barely showing the left part of those dots. This one I've cut down the full box slightly. I needed that extra space somewhere. Why did I do that? I don't know. But I placed that little extra piece aside, and I'm going to come back to it. So, trying to decide which half box to use from the kit. And if y'all are not familiar with that whiteout, it's listed below. It is, to me, the premium whiteout. It is. I don't buy anything but that these days. I have had many others, and that's the best one, so I'll list it below. There's that little sticker. It's the rest of the full box, and it fit perfect right there. And now I'm trying to decide which little bow I'm going to add to the page. This one I decided to add the clip to it. And now I'm going to go on to Saturday and Sunday, pick the rest of the headers. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to use a checklist. That's why I'm pointing that out. I realized that on the headers here, I should have started from Saturday and then placed Sundays to get it straight. So I'm going to place Llama Mama on Saturday, and on Sunday I'll put that one. And I'm placing Llama Mama because my daughter-in-law is going to be a mama again. We're excited. We're going to be having grandchild number 2 later this year. And I'm just elated, y'all. I'm so excited. So, place some half boxes decided I'm going to do more space just to write in and a little bit of deco just to kind of make them look cute in between. At this little spot, why not just throw a little foil down there, you know? And a little bow on Saturday. Oh, I guess I put one on Sunday too. Okay. Now that's it for all the stickers for the, you know, labels and such. And I thought I had this straight on my table right under the camera, so I'm sorry if it didn't end up perfect there. I'm trying to pick some stuff that I know for sure I'm going to use during the week for upcoming appointments and trips to the store and bank and such. So I'm going to go ahead and place the ones I can ahead of time. Yes, that's a church on Saturday because I go to church on Saturday on Sabbath. Garbage day is on Wednesday, so I can always place it. Another appointment for Tuesday, and I think I changed that one out and end up picking a house instead because somebody's coming to the house to do some give us a quote, I think is what it is. So just some pretty little I love those bow. To me, picking up that bow sticker with the little clip on it and placing it on a box is so fun. I love that. Sorry about my wiggle being off there, out of screen, out of shot, whatever they call it. But anyway, I'm going to finish up by putting the bow clip on the right side, the palm clips on the left that I chose. I pulled out the purple pin gems that I thought went best with the kit. And I just don't know which one I'm going to use this week. And sometimes I actually do go ahead and use it, and sometimes I don't use the pin gem, just so you know. If you see writing that I've done inside my kit, my planner, it may not always be with a pin gem. And I changed the ink out too. I'll list that below too. It's a much finer point that I prefer. Anyway, this is how it turned out. This is the little slow-mo part so you can see all the good glitter and foiling and anything that makes it look gorgeous. This kit was absolutely beautiful. I'm excited I chose to do it in purple, but I think pink would look gorgeous. Gold would look pretty. Silver would be pretty. Just y'all can foil these kits in so many things and they all look so gorgeous. I appreciate you coming and joining me for my Plan With Me videos. Thank you for your comments, for your help, for just being you and a part of what I do. I really appreciate each one of you. Take care. I hope you each have a wonderful week. The end of February and March coming is exciting to me because I love spring. So happy spring. It's coming soon. Bye, y'all.